Hey y'all, who's coming to Tammy's Pontoon Party too? Get your tickets while you can. And come see our pal Jeremiah Watkins live on tour in Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas, Los Angeles, California for Stand Up on the Spot every month, Fort Wayne, Indiana, New York and New Jersey for Stand Up on the Spot, Austin, Texas, Kansas City, and more. Get tickets at jeremiahwatkins.com. And thanks so much for subscribing and watching. Love y'all.
Yo, political state of the world and Cobra Kai. They just yelled like a solution to all this world's problem. One world karate tournament. All the world leaders have to enter. Whoever wins rules the world.
Get over here. I'm gonna grab you by the Did somebody say ice? Call Sub-Zero.
This guy's a genius.
It's time for Trailer Tales.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to your favorite podcast in the whole wide world, Trailer Tales. It is I, Dave Gunther, and to my left,
Tammy. Tammy.
say it again.
Tammy.
Say it again. It's right that camera.
Tammy.
Okay.
Why'd you make me say it 4 times?
Because 3 times is bad luck.
Okay. Who else we got here?
Okay. And also to my right is the beautiful
Miss Crystal, and usually I go second. So
Yeah, that threw me off.
We have special.
Restart. Do it again.
Okay.
Trailer Tales.
Hello. Go ahead.
Did you want to do it?
Go ahead.
Okay. Hey y'all, it's me, Dave Gunther, and you're watching Trailer Tales, and to my right is the mesmerizing,
It's me, Miss Crystal.
and to her left and my left today is the magnificent
Tammy. He's nervous. Tell him why you're nervous.
Okay, sorry, I'm nervous. My favorite comedian in the whole wide world is here. It's Dusty Slay.
All right. This is
Hey.
a great podcast.
Well, usually our intros are not like that. Usually he does at least half-assed good. I mean, what was that? He's nervous you're here.
I thought it was good.
Okay.
I was very entertained by it.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
I'm a big fan.
Hell yeah. Well, we're big fans of you, man. A real life stand-up comedian.
Mm-hmm.
This is awesome.
And you are our second celebrity.
Oh, okay. The first being long neck?
Well,
I was not counting him.
Okay.
So I guess you're our third.
you saw that episode?
I don't know if you know, but I'm a huge fan of that episode and of long neck in general.
Yeah.
I thought the interview was unbelievable. I loved how you just were able to pull a lot of information out of it.
Well, let's just say that guy, I don't know if he's done too many interviews, but that was the hardest interview of my entire life.
Yeah. It was. Are you fans of other necks?
Long neck, I don't know if you know how much you know about long neck, but he used to have an Instagram channel, and he had a partner, a man by the name of Wide Neck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wide neck.
That's what I mean. Wide
Yeah.
neck. Long. So you basically, if you have an abnormal neck, you like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Red neck, long neck,
Yeah.
wide neck. I'm into it.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What
Hell
about a
yeah.
short neck? You ever seen a guy with a short neck?
Yeah, like almost like not even in that. I've known people
The
with no
Ed
necks.
from 90 Day Fiance, that
Yep.
guy?
Yeah.
He's got like a fused short neck? Yeah.
If 90 Day Fiance had come around a little sooner, I bet long neck would have had him on his Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Long neck, wide neck, no neck.
Can I say something about No Neck, Ed?
Yeah.
He followed me on Instagram and tried to get a nude from me.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious?
I was like, brother, calm down.
Did you get it? Did you send it
I
to him?
have a calendar.
I sent him the Dropbox file I'd send everybody.
How big is the file storage on that Dropbox?
Oh, there's plenty of options. There's over 350 pictures.
You like to overwhelm them to where they're like, you know what? I'm not even that interested anymore. Because if it's just one, it's a tease. But if you give too much, you're like, well,
they're not going to ask for a second one.
Yeah, you're like, I've seen it all.
Damn, your medical records in the Dropbox too.
Right.
That's scary.
Oh man, we love necks around here.
How
Thank
come
you.
I've never gotten that Dropbox link?
I'm not going to send you that Dropbox link. Are you crazy?
You just sent it to the No Neck Ed?
That's No Neck Ed. He was on TLC.
What do I got to do to get this link?
Get an Instagram that has a little blue circle with the thing on it.
Yeah. Then I'll think about it.
Okay.
Or do something with your neck, get something weird going on with it.
What's up with the fur coat?
Well,
Trying to be like Daryl?
I'm not trying to be like Daryl. Don't say that. I went and ate at Siberia over the weekend, and I spent $300.
What?
Wow.
And they gave you a fur coat. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Still has a tag on it and everything.
Dang. They just got a whole load of fur coats in the back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it the fur from the amount of animals that you ate?
It might be because I did get a lot of beef and brock, and I think this is cow fur.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So here's what they're doing, and I didn't think about this when Daryl was here. Here's what they're doing: they're utilizing the entire animal, which is smart.
That's good.
So they're back there, flipping the broccoli and the beef, but they're also back there sewing coats. What do the restaurants do that?
So if you go to Siberia, Chinese restaurant, and you're not tipping well, be ashamed. Because I bet Dusty Slay, if he goes there, he tips well.
I got a skeleton. I got a skeleton from there.
The skeleton.
Yeah,
They let you take home the bones from Siberia?
You got to have the whole animal. They got to utilize the whole animal.
You're getting ready for Halloween this early? Where you're picking... That's scary. That's to not say that he wants the fur off the livestock, that he said, hey, give me the bones.
I don't want the outside. I want the inside.
Right.
Because it's what's inside that matters.
That's right. Absolutely.
I don't think it applies to that.
It applies to anything. What's inside is what matters.
Yeah, she's right. Why are you arguing against her?
It everything.
Yes.
What is inside matters.
Yes.
Okay, you could say that about a fart.
No,
It's what's
that's
inside
not what matters.
that matters.
But farts are outside, though, by the time you even know they exist, though, right? Am I right?
Get a zoom in on him when he said that. Get a zoom in on him. He's right. A fart, when it comes out, is on the outside. Mm-hmm. So it don't matter. And we just got you.
Got.
We just got his ass.
How dare you
It was
flick my nose? You know I have a sensitivity to that.
It was so
You
close
used
to
to
me.
do that to grade school. I'm just sitting. It's not close. It's just big.
It was so close to
Don't
me.
just say it's so close to you. I'm just sitting there.
I was dodging it.
Don't
This
be.
isn't the Matrix where I'm trying
Stop
to.
it. Do not yell when we have our guest.
We finally have a big celebrity on, and you're gonna act this way.
Yeah, you just flipped me in the dang nose.
I am sorry I said the fart thing.
Well, you were right. But
I did not flip you in the nose.
Then what was that?
Roll back the tapes. We did not flip him in the nose. A fart is on the outside.
Tammy, don't hit me anymore.
See? Being dramatic. Damn. All right, moving on.
very upsetting. I'm upset. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting upset. We went through the trouble of getting Dusty Slay. He had a comedy show earlier tonight.
Wow.
And you're going to come in here and talk about farts and talk about fighting and hitting each other's noses? I feel like you're children again.
Thank you, Crystal. I
Get
agree.
it together. Respect him.
Can I just say, hitting each other's noses would imply that I struck a woman back, but she just
I feel like I saw you rear back and
Well, because I know you're thinking it. And it's what's on the inside.
That's right. That is on the inside.
It is on the inside that matters.
It's what's on the inside that matters.
So me thinking about hitting you, that's what my real intentions were?
Yes.
It actually, by that logic, it would have been less important if you had actually hit her.
Thank you.
But because you thought it and didn't do it, that's actually worse.
Wait.
By this
That
logic.
tells me you're a pussy. If you're going to think it, do it. If you're going to think it, do it.
So-
if you're going to think it, do it.
Now I'm getting in trouble with the episode and our people who are watching the show because I didn't hit Tammy.
Thought crimes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like this guy. I really like this guy.
Can I just want to say, I was really looking forward to this episode because I was ready for more toastersterone.
Toaster strudels?
Toasterstrudel. You know what I'm going for? Dang.
You wanted another guy on here thinking he'd be on your side.
Yeah, and turns out at 2, Bruce,
I'm on your side.
Yeah.
you're literally not on my side. You're on the other side of the room right now.
Well, you know, you set the chairs up. I had no.
Yeah, he didn't know where to, and I didn't set the chairs up, and Crystal did not
I
set
sure
the chairs
hell
up.
didn't.
You did that.
You think I choose my little chair? You put me in the little chair every single time we have a guest.
That's because it's a table. You're sitting on a table, David.
And I can't sit on tables. I can't. And Crystal can't either. Her ass is huge. We can't sit, and we're not going to put the guests on the table. So that's you.
Dusty, when was the last time you sat at a table?
Add or on?
Add or on. Yeah, I mean, because
At a table.
at a table, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I feel like if I'm too honest, it disappoints people, you know. But I have a table at home, and earlier tonight I ate food there at the table, and people don't want to hear that from me. They want to hear that I live in my car and I ate on the tailgate earlier today.
Right.
That's what they want to hear.
Well, I will say this:
tailgate.
we don't ask questions that people want to hear on this podcast. We ask what people want to hear.
Right.
Yeah, people, they go, oh, you forgot where you came from if I have a family,
Right.
you know?
We ask good questions. Crystal, you got one?
What? Did you live in a tent at one time?
I lived in a trailer a couple of different
Okay,
times.
well,
Hey, welcome to the
Yeah.
club here.
Yeah.
You're perfect for this podcast.
I know. Yeah, I grew up in a trailer. And,
What's your favorite trailer tale?
You know, well, I lived, you know, in a trailer when I was 19, and I was, you know, and I had a neighbor whose name was Chester. And, you know, the Chester, the molester thing is
right.
always a name. And
It's got to come from somewhere, right?
and he would go to work, and his wife they had no air conditioner, and she would sit out there and just smoke cigarettes on the front steps and just kind of stare at us. And we would hang out with them some, but you don't want to. I don't know if this is my favorite tale, but
it's a tale. It's a tale.
It came to me.
Was the lady hot that would stare at y'all?
No. I mean, she could have been at one point in time, but you know, she was a stay-at-home mom with no children, sort of thing. Like there was no reason for her to be at home, and they could have used that extra income to maybe get up out of there. But she was at home.
So she actually didn't have no kids?
No, I mean She didn't have custody of them. If she did, she might have had some, but she lost the custody.
Right.
You know, and that happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of times, you know, and if the woman loses custody, she's trouble.
That's a big deal.
She's trouble.
Men
And
lose custody all the time for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just being a dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And sometimes for other reasons,
Right,
you know.
right.
But when you meet a woman and the girl's like, "I lost custody of my kids," it's like, "Oh, you've been up to some stuff, and maybe fun stuff." But
Yeah.
Red flag is what you're saying.
yeah.
She just found out about red flags. Well, you've known about them, but you didn't know that was called
I didn't know
something.
that was the name of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Red
do
flags.
you have a red flag that you can think of, like recently, where you're like, oh, that's one of my red flags in a relationship?
If I see a man drinking Mountain Dew out of a 2-liter straight, red flag, because I know there's gonna be a lot of battery charges gonna follow him, broken down cars,
That would catch my eye.
drinking it straight out.
Because why not do the little bottle? You're grabbing a big bottle.
Right.
To me, that says you got a job, you got money, you got a job.
Well, to me, it says you ain't got no glasses.
What if he's using the 2-liter to refill a 20-ounce over and over again?
Well, then that's different because that's smart.
Because you want it to fit in the cup holder in
Right.
the car.
Yeah,
You want to drink a lot of Mountain Dew, but you still want it to fit in the cup holder.
Yeah, cup holders are not very complimentary of 2 liters.
No,
Then they should
Never
make
have a
it.
2-liter spot in a
Never.
car.
no, I've not found one car yet.
That's a complaint I've had in the
Big
past.
time.
Yeah.
Big time. What's the red flag for you? He'll date anybody. So I'm curious about this one. What's the red flag for you?
Well, I guess I'm just learning about this term too, I guess, because I don't have really too many red flags as far as like, I would say if she lies to me 4 times, that's a red flag.
And how much of a time period?
If I catch her in the 4th lie on the first date, that's usually the
Okay.
red flag.
That's true. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
over time, I mean, you're going to lie.
Right.
You a liar?
I'm not a liar, but
That's something a liar would say, though.
well, I guess.
Well, sometimes if somebody says, "Oh, I love spinach," you go, "Me too," and that's a lie, but you want to be nice.
That's
Yeah.
like a cute lie.
And
That- yeah,
relatable.
yeah. So you're not talking about that. You're talking about big lies, like
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Like, I don't have kids. And then they run out from the back room. That's one. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll let it slide. And then she's like, I'm not married. And then the dude comes out of the back of the trailer. And I'm like, okay, well, that's number 2.
That's
you
2.
get 2 more.
You're getting close.
You're getting real close
at this point.
to pissing me off and having me leave.
Yeah.
What would be a third?
A third one would be like,
I don't have an ankle monitor.
I don't have an ankle monitor. I look down. She has an ankle monitor.
Yeah.
And the fourth one
So
is
you're like, you can't even go out to eat.
no, because then we're on the run from the state. And then the fourth one is no, my ex doesn't have a gun. And then he comes out of the back with a gun. Now that's number 4 for me.
Especially if she has a husband and an ex.
Yeah.
And he's there too.
That's
Yeah.
trouble. That's
So you would
trouble.
let the kids slide, lying about the kids slide, lying about the husband and the ankle monitor. If she didn't slip up and tell a 4th lie, you let all those go?
I mean, nobody's perfect.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, I'm trying to,
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying
All
to,
right, we got you. I think my biggest red flag is if he asked to borrow my car,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Get your own car!
I'm not going to be driving you around.
No! And I'm not going to be without a car while you're out there driving mine around town.
Yeah.
I
Acting
don't
like it's
think
yours.
so. And that's what they do. They borrow cars and they act like it's theirs.
Then sometimes they'll drive around in your car and pick up other women.
I will.
And they're like, "Oh, you got a nice car, baby. That's my car. That's her car."
And she told me that when I was a kid.
Yep.
She said, "Tammy, don't ever let a guy borrow your car.
Never.
Ever.
Even
And
if
that
it's
always
just
stuck
go
with
up
me.
to the corner store to pick you up a snack. Have them walk.
You're walking.
And they'll go drive me over to my buddy's house. He owes me money, and I'll get the money, and then you drive him over there, and he's in there for 30 minutes, and then he comes out and he goes, he wasn't there. We got to go to my other buddy's house. And then the next thing you know, you drove him around 4 or 5 places, and he never came up with the money.
Right. 4 or 5 buddies.
Yeah,
And that's gas money.
yeah. Gas money, time.
Time. I got shit to do. I'm not driving some guy around. So that's my number one thing. You have to have a car. And you know what? Daryl's got 8 of them.
Yeah.
Daryl has 8 cars now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're all out there in the yard. 7 of them don't run. 7 of them don't run. But he's got 8.
But you
What?
can't say you have 8 of something that don't even work, though.
Well, it counts. If you got one that works, it don't matter if the other ones work or not.
And they could be on the cusp any time. It might be a part missing. And
Right.
we're just a
Carburetor.
part away from.
And guess what?
Filter.
Yeah.
If his daily driver breaks down, guess what? He ain't got to leave the house. He's gonna find the part on one of those cars.
That's true.
It's like a you picket in your own yard.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. What's your biggest red flag?
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, you go out and are they fun? Are we having fun? That's what I'm all about, having a good time.
Oh,
and
You say that in your
I
stand-up.
say we're having a good time, and
Yeah.
if
And
she's
I like
not,
that.
I mean, I don't want to do fun things. I just want to have a good time doing simple things. I don't need, like, if she needs to be entertained a lot, like I want to go eat food, but there's no need to go do activities and things. Let's go eat some food, go back to my house. I don't even mean for sex, but just if that happens, that'd be great.
Right,
But,
right.
I mean, let's walk. Let's just sit around. Let's talk to each other. Smoke some cigarettes.
Hypothetical. This is alternate timeline, Dusty. Okay, you're not married, but you're still a comedian, and a girl asks you on a date, and she says, "Tell me a joke." What do you like? That's got to be one of the most annoying things when somebody just says, "Tell me a joke."
I tell her, I used to work at the Home Depot, and the slogan when I worked there was, "You can do it, we can help." And it's vague, but I'm pretty sure they're talking about suicide.
Oh.
Dang!
Hey, that's a good one. And do not take that from him on dates. I already see your wheels spinning saying, I'm going to tell a girl that on a date when she says, tell me a joke.
You don't know how to deliver it like he did. He's a professional.
He delivered it.
Yeah.
He's going on tour.
He delivered it.
I could maybe memorize it and try it.
Google a knock-knock joke.
No, okay. Let me try to tell the joke that he just told.
Okay.
I'm the date.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm having such a nice time.
Me too.
Yeah, I love your coat.
Uh-huh.
And, hey, could you tell me a joke?
You got it. Let's go to Home Depot and kill ourselves.
David. You have to that out because
What if she's crazy enough to do it, man? You got to remember the joke precisely.
Yeah.
That's like the jizz, right?
Because you may be the person she's been waiting for.
I did the jizz of the joke, right?
She's like, you're the cult leader I've been looking for.
Right.
The cards sent me to you.
Right. You got to word that perfectly.
Okay, well, I forgot how he did it so delicately that I forgot all the way that he made it funny.
Just Google a knock-knock joke. That'll be fine.
You think a girl's going to pull her panties down for a knock-knock joke?
Hey, they've done it for
think
less.
so?
Hey, I've done it for less.
Okay, I'm going to
I've
Google
done it for less.
I'm going to Google a knock-knock joke.
Google a knock-knock joke, and I will tell you if I would bang you or not if you tell me.
If you got a decent knock-knock joke and a car. Is that right?
there you go. No
I mean, come on.
green flags all the way.
All right, I'm about to say if I would go home with him, yes or no on this knock-knock joke.
Okay, here we go.
What kind of car do you have?
What kind of car you got?
Trans Am.
Oh.
Don't click on the ad, David.
I'm not clicking on the ad. There was a girl that popped up for a second.
She's going like this.
Yeah, I know. There's a girl that popped up for a second that drew my attention.
Don't
Dang.
yell at Crystal.
Don't hit Dave in the nose.
Read the joke.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Radio.
Radio who?
Radio not. Here I come.
That's not bad.
All right.
If you were like saying, hey, my wiener has a joke for you, and it said that, I'd say, all right.
So if my wiener's name was Radio,
Yeah.
then that's getting you going.
Yeah,
But
I'd say that's clever.
But what if you got confused that my wiener was Radio, the Cuba Gooding Jr. version?
I would not think your wiener is Radio the movie, because a wiener can't be a movie. It's a wiener. Wieners cannot be movies, and they can't be characters in movies.
You know what's weird? This isn't the first time I've heard that in my life.
That is weird.
My mom told me that when I was a kid, is wieners cannot be movies, so quit trying to be in it.
Well, it's probably because you used to make them shadow puppets on the wall with your ding dong.
Let's not bring
Let's
up
do
the
the
shadow
puppet.
puppets in front of the guest.
Have you ever done that
Made shadow puppets?
with your wiener?
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't
Usually
think...
they'll use their hands.
Yeah, I mean, typically if I'm doing shadow puppets, I'm with other people.
Okay.
You know,
And
like the butterfly.
Yeah. Butterfly or the dog?
Dog is classic.
Yeah.
Okay.
But typically I'm with other people.
The dog is like this too.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Good one. Crystal's always good at that. So good at shadow puppets.
And I don't even know what kind of puppet you could really make with the wiener. I mean, like a mushroom or like a tower.
Maybe
or
a silo.
a silo. Yeah. you could be
Cheese
like,
log?
There's a lot of wheat in here.
Like a cheese log.
What is a cheese log?
What?
Trailer Tales!
My wiener used to not work. And guess what? I did something about it.
Stop stressing out about your performance in the bedroom. Hims is about to change the game so you can stay harder longer. Hims gives you access to affordable sexual health treatments without leaving your house.
Just answer some questions on their website, and a medical provider will determine the right treatment option for you. With a range of doctor-trusted ED treatments, like chewable hard mints, Viagra, Cialis, and their generics for up to 95% discount. You'll find something that fits your needs and your budget.
Join the hundreds of thousands of subscribers who are crushing it in the bedroom with Hims.
Start your free online visit today at hims.com/trailer. That's HIMS.com/trailer for your personalized ED treatment options. HIMS.com/trailer. The products mentioned are chewable, compounded products which are not approved by or verified for safety or effectiveness by the FDA. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on products and subscription plan.
Cool.
Hims ED.
Who don't like being hard?
I love it. It's still January. Don't give up on your resolutions yet. If you're looking for gourmet meals that make eating, well, simple, you need Factor. Factor meals are dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in just 2 minutes. Factor has 40 meal options every week across 8 dietary preferences. So whatever you're craving, Factor's got it.
And here's the thing. I love cooking. Y'all know that. I really do. But damn, sometimes you don't have the time, or sometimes you're just not in the mood.
You just need a break.
Right. That's when I like to pop in a Factor. I mean, 2 minutes or less, my baby is fed, I'm fed, and we got all the time for the rest of the day to do whatever we want. That's what I love about this, you guys. Whether you're in the mood for a wholesome smoothie,
Their smoothies are really good.
yes, a grab-and-go snack, or an easy breakfast to get you fueled up for the day, they have what you're looking for.
Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/trailer50off and use code trailer50off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping.
That's code trailer50off at factormeals.com/trailer50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
Factor meals. Who doesn't love a good box?
Get to eating.
Slop, slop.
A log of cheese.
A log of cheese? I know it like a square of cheese or like a brick of cheese, but what's a log of cheese?
You've never had a log of cheese.
I don't think so.
You know what I'm talking about? A cheese log.
It's just round. It's like a log. and
Right.
it's
No,
got-
but that's like a wheel of cheese.
No, but it's longer.
It's a log. It's a log.
It comes with like probably smoked.
Yeah.
Probably smoked.
Have you ever had them Prairie Farm boxes where they have little meats and cheese? I mean, it's fancy.
You don't know how old it is, how long it's been packaged. Could have been packaged decades ago.
Right.
You get it at the Cracker Barrel under the bottom.
That sounds
Right.
nice, but no, I never had that.
Hey, can I read? It's not, I guess it's an email, but it's more of a question. And I thought this was great. Can we answer it? You ready? Urgency level 5.
Okay. Middle of the road.
Which celebrity would play you in a biopic? Love y'all.
That's a good one.
I'm going to go first. Let's go with Pamela Anderson.
I like that. I can see it.
I've always been told to look like her. She's got that sweet, dainty voice that I've always hear I have, and I've just been told I look like her my whole life. And she's a great actress.
One of the best, really.
Right.
I've always liked her. Baywatch,
Yep.
Barbed Wire.
Barbed Wire.
Yeah.
That's the one I would want to play me.
Yeah.
Barbed
yeah.
Wire.
Yeah.
What about you?
Pass.
Why?
I can't say.
Why?
Because.
All right, passing him.
What's that gal in Misery?
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates?
Kathy
I
Bates.
want, but I don't want it to be Kathy Bates. I want the character in Misery to be
Yeah.
the person that's
Okay.
playing.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I like that.
That's good. Yeah.
Very similar
No, I can see it.
aesthetics.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Either that or Mila Jovovich.
Okay, I can see
Very
that too.
similar.
I can see that
Maybe
too.
not the same build, but very similar mannerisms.
Okay.
Facial structure.
That's a good one.
I want the character that James Caan plays in Misery. That's who I want to play me.
Okay.
And we'll reenact
Like
this
a role play.
podcast with Kathy Bates
Okay.
in Misery, and I'm James Caan in Misery.
And I'm like, sit your duty butt down.
Yeah, and you're breaking my ankles.
Right. Which I wouldn't do really. I'd just pretend.
It's a movie.
See,
Yeah.
now that leads me to believe
I don't know a
that-
lot of
that
actors.
Dusty is afraid that we are going to hold him hostage in here, and that's a subliminal thought that he's having, and that he is actually that we might hurt him later.
I did think about it as I was driving out here, and so I didn't smoke any weed. I was concerned about it. I was like, I don't know.
Just know something. We would never do that to you.
Okay.
We would never ever do nothing like that to you.
Okay.
Know that.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
David, he's liable to do something like that. Me
Hey,
and Tammy.
Me and Chris.
Can I give you a tip? Being a guy
Who's
been
giving
accused,
tips? Who's giving tips?
I'm giving you a tip.
Okay.
Just being a guy who's been accused of being creepy a lot over the years, I've learned a lot, okay?
Okay.
And the last thing you want to do is look someone in the face and be like, trust me, I'm not going to hurt you. Because then it's like, well, I didn't think you were going to hurt me, but now I think you're going to hurt me.
But I would never hurt him.
I know, but you just looked at our guest in the face and said, I'm not going to hurt you.
I agree, but it brought me comfort.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't
I
feel
agree.
threatened by that?
I agree, but with both of
Okay.
you, though, I agree that you shouldn't do that. But I did get a sense of comfort. No, just because I trust you, what you say.
Well, I'm a trustworthy guy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, these days, I watch a lot of TV programs about murder. You can't get away with it no more. You got the phones. You got
It
the
is true.
shoe prints,
It is
blood,
true.
DNA.
And I've told several people where I'll be coming.
Right.
Too.
And,
Yeah.
I mean,
and you got this guy for an alibi,
Right.
Where were you all? Well, we were in Dusty Slay. It's like, what?
yeah.
That's not something I would ever say.
We were kidnapping him.
But for an actor, though, I don't know a lot of current actors, but he's older than me. But Steve Buscemi. I would love for Steve Buscemi to play me as a character.
That'd be good.
Just be, he's a good character actor. I think that'd be a lot of fun,
He is
having a good time.
Yeah.
No, that would be great.
Yeah.
Would you let him come into your home and study you for a time?
Yeah, I think so. I'd ask, I'd ask for my kids to not be there.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I think if Pamela Anderson was working on another movie, my backup would be John Goodman.
Okay.
I think he'd do great.
John Goodman
I
in
love him.
drag.
He's good in
playing-
anything.
I love him so much.
He is good in anything.
Dan Connor? That was the first love of my life.
Okay, big John Goodman or thin John Goodman?
Obviously big.
Big, thin John Goodman is he's a weird looking guy.
Yeah, I want fat, young, curly haired John Goodman. Flannel wearing.
Why do you pass? I want to know what your. I feel like you got some secrets.
It might be controversial. I want Denzel Washington to play me.
Oh yeah, no, it's nothing controversial to me. I mean,
I think he could pull it off.
He could, but you'd have to be black. And you're white.
You're
Well,
not a
that-
black man.
I would give him permission, though.
And he's quite a bit older.
I think he's that good of an actor.
Listen, Denzel Washington, I think, can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he really could pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
If
Might
there's-
be cool.
If there's anybody out there in the audience that knows any of these actors,
Yes.
would you please drop a comment and let us know how to get a hold of them so that we can start preparing them for our Which one is it when it's about
Biopic.
yourself? Your
Yeah.
biopic.
Comment below if
Yes.
you know Fat John Goodman from the 90s.
Pamela Anderson, any age.
The lady from Misery, the man from Misery.
And Denzel Washington. And if y'all know them, send them the link to this podcast.
Ask them to share it. Smash the like button.
Hey, share, like, and subscribe if you're Denzel Washington.
You have a podcast? How do you know how to say all that?
Well, that's what that's the thing you say. You go like, share, subscribe, smash that like button.
Whoa!
Click the bell for notifications. You do those things.
he
you know.
said smash.
Yeah, you
Hey,
do those things.
hey,
Don't push it.
Can you do a Trailer Tales promo like a
You're watching Trailer Tales. Go ahead and smash that like button.
so good?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
You
so
sound
good.
like a radio guy,
Yeah.
or like you're on the news or something.
Yeah, people do tell me that I should do radio. They say I got a radio voice. They go, should do voiceover. And then every time I get a voiceover audition, they're like, we want you to do a different voice. And I'm like, well, why do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of times when you do those things, they want you to do a little English accent. A lot of them, they're
I
like,
can't do any of that.
Try an English accent right now.
Hello. That's all I can
That
do.
was good.
I can do
Hello.
hello. That's all I can do. And I don't know what that's from.
just say, how are you?
hello. How are you?
How are you, matey?
That's actually the best I've ever done.
That was pretty good.
How are you?
That was pretty good.
Hey,
That was pretty good.
I'm sold.
What I
Cup
do,
of tea?
Right.
I'm buying Brexit.
I pretend I'm a little orphan in England, and that brings
Okay.
out that, hello, mummy, I haven't got any food. Help me out, please.
That's very good.
If
Are we
I-
in England? Are we in England?
Right, I become.
I mean, if I close my eyes, I would not know that's her.
Hello, could someone change me diaper for me?
There's a little toddler running around.
Ew.
Actually, in England, they call a diaper a
Nappy, I think.
nappy. Is someone change me nappy for me?
Me.
And I get in the lorry on the boot of the car.
It is the idea that you're smart enough to ask to have your diaper changed,
But
but
don't
not
change.
go to the bathroom.
Well, I may be an orphan that is.
To have the vocabulary for it, but to not know how to do it
No,
yourself.
y'all are being ableist. I could be an orphan without arms.
That is true.
Okay, do the scene again as an orphan without arms, but it's,
Hello, I haven't got any arms. Please feed me some food and change me nappy. I'd like some fish and chips, please.
Wow.
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 That was incredible, and I'm
This
not
is
lying.
like that's like Brownton Abbey
Wow.
because it's a diaper. You know what okay.
I got it. I
Oh, really? Nothing for that?
I wanted to ask him something if I could.
Yeah.
You do have a podcast, don't you?
Well, I have a couple of podcasts. I have a podcast called the We're Having a Good Time podcast. Yeah, I do that one. I do that sometimes with my wife. It's mainly just me. And
she's a funny gal, ain't
she is funny. But we'd do it for a while, and then she's like, I don't want to do it anymore, and then I'll keep it going. And then I do a podcast called the Nateland Podcast with Nate Bargatze. And
I like him.
He's very funny. And Aaron Weber.
He
And
good
Brian,
too.
And Brian Bates.
Yeah, I like all them guys.
And
You ever
that's
had
fun.
a gal on there?
Oh, we have, yeah. Leanne Morgan.
Okay.
Angela Johnson.
Oh wow, these are big hitters.
Yeah.
Dang.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think Nate's wife, Laura, did it one time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I've got an email here. Can I please read it?
Can I, before you jump into another email, can I bring up a debate topic?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Now, Dusty, on every episode, most episodes, we try to do at least one debate topic that we all discuss, and we give our opinions on and our viewpoints, and we try to sell the audience to side with us on whose team they should be on for the argument, right? Okay. Now, this debate topic comes from someone who DM'd us on the Trailer Tales Pod Instagram. You can follow us on Trailer Tales Pod Instagram if you didn't know that that's on Instagram. We also got a Facebook group. We got a lot of stuff. But anyway, so this
like
person,
all the videos.
yeah,
Smash it.
Yeah. Just
Smash it.
follow and then go through and like every video.
that's your homework.
Yes.
But not in a
Yeah.
creepy way.
I like that.
The button. Okay, how old can you be to get into a nursing home? What is the age?
The
The
earliest.
earliest. What's the earliest you can get into
But you're
a nursing
relatively
home?
healthy.
You can get it if you're healthy. It's just the age. What's the earliest
Because
that
I
you
think
think?
if you got some real disabilities, you can get in earlier.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
say you're relatively healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I think 70.
Oh, that's.
I think that's the earliest.
That's the earliest.
If you got issues, you can go younger, 60, 50.
I'm gonna say 50 because
But you don't want to be relatively healthy and be like, yeah, put me like at 50 and you're relatively healthy. You can still, you can live in your, a camper or whatever if you just didn't have any money.
are we talking about a nursing home or a retirement home?
We're talking about
A nursing
Nursing.
home is what
Okay.
I heard.
a nursing home.
Nursing.
It's got to be nursing home.
Like where they come in.
They
you're
come
like
by, they
in a
pamper you.
room, and they if you don't eat your food, they beat you with the newspaper and stuff like that. That's what I think's going on in there.
Would they change your nappy in the nursing home?
Maybe sometimes.
or not, and you get bed sores.
Depending on what kind of
That
attitude
happens a
you
lot.
have. Yeah, I think a lot of people have an attitude, and then they smack them around in there.
What about you?
I think you should, if you want to, go in there in your 30s. If you want. Because I've heard that the old ladies sometimes get
Oh God,
a little...
They're real horny in there.
They're a little hornier
I will tell
in
you
there.
that.
And a guy like myself, if I checked myself into a nursing home, might clean up by the end of the weekend.
As they
just
used to say, you knock the dust off that. That's what they used to say.
Is that what they used to say?
I grew up in Alabama. People would say that.
Okay,
I love
okay.
that. Knock the dust off.
I like that.
That's what they would say.
Yeah. And I'll
Literal dust at this point. though.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Because I tell you what, I'm 37 years old. And the world that I live in, the America that I live in, I'll tell you what, I'm 37. And if my ass wants to go live in a nursing home, I should be able to.
Yeah. If I went on an expedition in a nursing home, just hooking up with old chicks left and right, I call that antiquing.
Hey, now that was a joke you could tell a lady.
Hey. Thank you.
If you're on a first date and you're talking about wanting to bang old
you ain't supposed to be
tell her
kissing.
that joke. What are you doing?
Thank you. I'm returning love from hate because you hit me in the nose multiple times earlier.
Hey.
So I'm going to treat you like a woman and kiss your hand, madame.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
The private investigator's going to say, "Hey, you can't be kissing Tammy because that's
Right.
making an unsafe work environment."
And he's
Who's
clearly...
Who's the private investigator?
We have not.
Whoa.
Yeah,
We do not reveal that
Oh, okay.
information.
We don't
I
talk
just had
about
not
it.
heard anything about it, and then all of a sudden you just brought it up.
We haven't brought it up on a few episodes because
He does not want. He was signed NDAs. He does not want to be talked about and
He
discovered.
or
Can you
she.
say who they're investigating?
Dusty, so many
sorry.
DNAs were signed. We're not allowed
Okay,
to talk about it. Okay.
I wish we could.
Well, I wish you could. A lot of people try to guess who
they
it is.
speculate.
Yeah.
The speculation is anywhere from John Stamos to what's that? Bill Clinton.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's Bill Clinton.
They think he's, at his age, he's just getting into a little, private investigative work.
Yeah,
Private investigation where he provides all the money for all these cameras and lights and
Oh,
everything.
so the cameras are actually, this is not even a podcast, really. This is all just like a study into your life.
secret investigator.
You're just giving the information right to the
Some people think
investigator.
that this is like our version of Truman Show. We can't say anything about that.
It's wild. The conspiracy theories out there about this podcast is unbelievable.
There's a deep Reddit thread.
we used to have a checkered rug down here, and
Black and white.
Yeah.
there were comments
Illuminati.
about Illuminati.
Yeah.
It was a rug we bought at Walmart.
I would have thought that, though, if I had come in and there had
Well,
been a black and white check.
I'm glad we lost it before you
Yeah.
came over then.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm always looking for it.
Well, I tell you one thing: Walmart ain't the Illuminati. It was
No.
a $5 rug.
no.
Don't say we're in the Illuminati when we're not. And anyway, if you're in the Illuminati, you don't say you're in it.
I bet that's true.
And I want to say something. I know that nobody's mad right now, but I want to bring it in.
Bring it in
We do something called the pact
when we get mad.
when we get
I
mad.
don't
or
want to agree to anything, though.
Repeat after me.
necessarily.
No, you
Repeat
don't.
after me.
Just love.
You
Because
just
we were
re-
just talking about the Illuminati.
Yeah, this
and
is
then,
an-
and now you guys are like, get in on
We're not
pact.
segueing into you joining us in the
No.
Illuminati, all right, Dusty?
You did say you would
I
not hurt me.
promise
You say
that
that
when I'm on this podcast,
Uh-huh.
I will never hit Dave in his nose. I shouldn't have done that, but when we're not filming, it's fair game. Fair game on 3. 1, 2, 3. Fair game.
That's a pact I can agree to.
Yeah, we
Typically, I don't just jump in on a pact like
That's
that.
good. You shouldn't because
Yeah.
you never know what you're
Yeah.
agreeing to.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Especially now that I'm aware that there is some sort of private investigation going on with this
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
I'm a little uncomfortable at this point, though.
Well, that's just life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know
Yeah.
what road you're going to be turning on.
Yeah.
Dusty, was there ever a time that you weren't having a good time?
That's a good question.
It is a good question, but I think it's really more about a state of mind, right? I mean, obviously there are times when you're not having a good time, but deep down, you got to know that you got some blessings, right? So you're like, you know what? This is not going well. These things are not going the way that I want them to go, but I'm still having a good time.
Glass half full.
Yeah.
It's
Very
what's
positive.
on the inside that counts. That's what I've always said.
It really is. I like that way of thinking.
Yeah. Because, you know, if the glass is not all the way around, there's nothing on the inside. You know?
I don't even know what that means,
I
but
don't know. It sounded really
You know?
Yeah.
But like, you know, like if this can has a hole right here, there's nothing in there.
Nope. And maybe just air.
So there's nothing on the inside. Maybe air, but
Well, there is
knows?
a theory in the science community. There cannot be anything without something. So I think that would. I forget whose theory that is. There cannot be anything without something.
Hey,
What?
I'm anything. Something. It's nice to meet you.
Your hand is extremely cold.
I
I'm sorry,
have
David.
you need to
circulation.
go back to the Siberian restaurant and eat a bit more and get the gloves,
well,
get the paws.
he knows about it.
He knows about it. Do you want to go there with me soon?
Yeah, I'm looking to get some stuff.
Okay.
I don't even want to go for the food. I want to go for that's a good deal on a jacket.
Thank you.
It really is.
I got
Well-
I got another question. Don't say it's time to go because I have another question.
Okay.
Let me ask one more because
All right.
I'm curious about this. They're in the comedy community. I notice a lot of people getting canceled, being censored, saying you can't say this. Have you ever had anybody say, "Look, I'm not having a good time. You're gaslighting me"? Because that's a big thing right now. Everybody's gaslighting everybody. Have you ever had anybody
You
say,
know,
"You're gaslighting me, Dusty Slay"?
I don't know what gaslighting means entirely. So I don't know that people say I'm gaslighting them. You mean like they would say, "Oh, you're saying you're having a good time, but I bet you're not having a good time. I bet this is all some kind of front,
Or
and really
ruse.
deep down, it's all darkness and sadness in your
Whoa.
life." And that Home Depot joke that you tell, it's not just a joke. It is something that you feel even to this day. You mean that sort of thing? No, nobody really says that though.
Okay.
People do, they'll come at me about various things. Like I tell them that, we didn't land on the moon and they get real mad about it. And
Yeah.
I say, well, space is not real. And then they get all mad about it. And I go, I don't know if it's real or not, but I like to say it.
Well, how can you know? You've never been in a spaceship.
never
Neither
been-
have I.
I know.
Never been in one. Not once in my life have I been in a spaceship.
I know.
And hey, I know we got to wrap this up. Hold on. And we don't even got to go into a deep discussion about this. It could just be a yes or no. Have you ever been to another realm?
Well, who knows, right? I say sometimes I stay at a True by Hilton. You ever stay at a True by Hilton
yeah.
hotel?
Many times.
And I feel like demons come in there at night when I'm trying to sleep and they wake me up. And I don't know where I go.
That's a realm.
Because
That's
it
a realm.
feels like I'm in the hotel room, but it feels different. It's the same room I went to sleep in, but it feels different.
He's a traveler.
That's a realm.
Yeah.
He's a traveler.
That's a realm.
Yeah.
My man.
You
Yeah.
got to learn, and I can teach you this, not here, but some other time I can teach you how to control that where it's not
Okay.
scary.
Well, that would be nice because I've decided not to stay at those hotels
Right.
anymore because they scare me to death.
Well,
But-
the realms, they'll follow you
okay.
if you don't get it under control.
Okay.
She'll tell you all about it.
Well, the only thing that I can say about you, Dusty Slay, is that I'm a fan of you in this realm and every other realm.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate that. I do a lot of podcasts, and people don't ask me about realms. I don't. That's not the kind of question. You know what they go? They go, "How'd you get started in comedy?"
We'd never ask
And
you
I
that.
go,
Never asked
We would
that.
never
I hate
ask you
that
that.
question.
I want to
we
talk
don't-
about realms.
We would never ask you that. We're going to ask you about realms.
And really,
yeah.
we don't care how you got started. What does that have to do with us?
I don't know.
No,
Nothing.
you're doing it now. That's all that matters.
But if I were a realm traveler, who knows if that's not how I got here today.
And
Now-
the special part is that you didn't even know you were a realm traveler, and you
Right.
just found out.
Just
So
found
you
out.
have this whole future ahead of you of traveling to realms, and you're going to see things you never thought were possible.
Mm-hmm.
You said we didn't land on the moon. Guess where you're going? to the
moon.
realm.
I've only just begun to have a good time, is what you're saying.
He's only just begun to realms.
Thank you guys so much for watching Trailer Tales. We love you, Dusty. Where can people find you?
Well, all my social media is at Dusty Slay, and I try to do a good job of mixing it up a little bit, doing some different stuff on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, and then I have a Netflix special called Working Man.
And it's so good.
Yeah, thank you.
Now
It's so good.
Is that the Netflix that I get on my TV when I push the? It's a red button. Is it the same
you know,
one?
You know what? When I told my dad that I was going to be on Netflix, now my dad gets it now, but he's pretty old school. I go, I'm about to be on Netflix, and he goes, oh, that's so great. He goes, what's Netflix again? He was supportive. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. But
But was he proud of the Tonight Show?
He was. He was.
And Dusty's been on the Tonight Show.
Yeah,
a couple times now.
And so so it's exciting, and it is. You go on your whatever kind of thing, remote control, phone, hit the N and the red N, and it'll just bring you right in. Wow. Sort of a realm of its own.
There you go.
Do you have any shout outs that you wanted to give to the, because lots of, like, we'll get 100, 150 people watching this.
Well, I'd like to give a shout out to Long Neck. I was excited that when you guys had Long Neck on this podcast, and I couldn't stop talking about it. And I used to follow him on Instagram. He had this kind of guy with a haircut like Dave here, and they would hit him with chairs and fruit and stuff, and sometimes they would ride him, and
he was the
like good content to me, brother.
He was a large guy, a larger fella.
Yeah, and then they had Wide Neck, and then they would have what I assume were paid women to come on, because some of them would be pretty attractive, and they would be licking Long Neck's neck, and I was like, I don't know why I'm watching this, and this doesn't feel good for my soul, but I'm into it.
Yeah.
And when I saw him on here, I thought, these guys will get the answers that I've been looking for, and you did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Damn, we appreciate that. For real.
Thanks for coming by.
Yes, thank you for being on.
I appreciate you guys having me. This is a fun podcast that you guys have.
Would you come back?
Yeah, of course I would. I would come back just to watch you guys do the podcast. You guys, you're funnier in real life than on TV. Even though you're very funny on TV.
Wow.
Or
Thank
however
you so much.
watch
Well,
it.
maybe we'll have you over sometime where you're just sitting in the corner, and we'll cut to you every once in a while.
That'd be great.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All right, love y'all.
Love y'all.
Bye, guys. See y'all next week. That was fun.
All right,
That was so fun.
good. I
It was
never know
great.
anything I do.
It was great.
I
It was great.
laughed.